Hello, today's topic is the power of visualization. My name is Anuschka Alborzian. I'm an empowerment health coach and healer in San Diego.
And I'm Samar Tehrani. I am a behavioral health professional. I'm an addictionologist and I practice out of the state of Virginia. So today we're going to just continue on. This week we're going to continue to keep every day talking a little bit more about visualization, but we wanted to share with you a little bit of our own personal experiences. How did we come up, or how did we come around to understanding visualization and that sort? So do you want to tell us about your journey?
Oh, yeah, sure. So for me, I was in my, I would say, late 20s when I actually, so it's interesting because we've talked about this and I feel like we both discovered this in our late 20s. And although I had done visualization before, I just didn't know what it was, right? I remember my first true encounter with visualization was when The Secret came out in 2007. And and I was like, oh my gosh, this is cool stuff. And from that point forward, I've actually had multiple experiences where I've created, vision boards of different kinds. And I mean, one of the, I'll just list a few things that really just came about for me. Like, one was my move to San Diego. It was like on, this vision board, I had it that I'm going to move by the end of the year, and I made it happen. Everything aligned because I was constantly, it was in my vision. I had created, a vision board, and I was constantly taking those actions towards it. And I was able to make it happen. I mean, selling places, rentals, all that stuff. And I made it happen within getting a job, all of it made it happen within 9 months because the visualization was there, right? And another example that I love to share is I created my husband. So that's like a whole nother, visualization. And some of the coaching I do with the healthy relationships, that's actually one of the different things that I do, have my clients work on, because you can create exactly what it is that you're looking for. And so, yeah, those are the two main examples that I have, that I've experienced personally.
And the one that, so I also learned about visualization. I had a coach, a life coach, and I'd hired a life coach because I wanted to learn a little bit, I mean, in your late 20s, you're like a full professional, and then yet you don't know how to behave as a full professional. So I recognized it, and I hired a coach to help me. And one of the assignments was visualization. One of the things that I was to learn was to visualize. And I remember when she gave me this assignment to do, I was like, okay, that's fine. She wants me to do another assignment. I didn't feel, and I don't even think I fully went into it, right? Mm-hmm. But then the assignment was that draw it out or, create a board. And again, I didn't do the full thing. I didn't dig all the way in. And I just drew it with a pencil or a pen and a piece of paper. But the assignment was to fold it, put it away, and then go look at it in several months or a year or whatnot. So 2.5 years later, I came upon this envelope and I opened it just for fun. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember this. I opened it and I remember I was sitting in my living room. I was in Arlington, Virginia at the time. I was teaching. I had my private practice. I was sitting in my living room, and the drawing was exactly what my life was. I mean, the long couch. One side of the house was windows. The other side was these 4 paintings that I have. They're a series. I drew this really, really long couch. I had this super long couch. Anybody that came into my house would comment on how long this couch is, and that's what it was. And I remember being completely shocked, and it took my breath for a second, because that's what she had told me. And I remembered, she said, look, this piece of paper will become your life. So create it, put whatever it is that you want. And, and then thinking back, I was like, oh, I wish I'd done, more work around it. But, and since, for different seasons, at different times in my life, I visualize my offices, you know, where they will be. I visualize at times a lot more detailed, at times less detailed and not as intense. And I imagine it. I can create, like, make my imagination go wild and then make it happen.
Yeah, and it really is, like, it's so powerful. And I know it's something I did during my journey as well, while I was going through, the brain tumor and everything. And, it's something, like I said, I work with my clients on this. It's like, okay, well, visualize how you want it to go. If you had it all your way, how would that look like, right? And I'd love to share, even, like, there's a study out there, and and like I have it up here because I don't remember all the details, but in 1996 there was a doctor that actually did a study with a group of basketball players, and he divided them into 3 different groups, and he asked them to do different tasks in these 30 days. So the first group, he actually told them not to touch the ball at all for those 30 days, so no practicing or playing basketball whatsoever. And then the second group, he told them to just shoot free throws for half an hour a day for 30 days. And then the third group, they were just supposed to come to the gym every day for 30 days, but spend half an hour with their eyes just closed and just simply visualizing hitting every free throw. No touching the basketball, just visualization. And then after 30 days, they come back and then, they start to tally up how they do as they're, shooting and whatnot. The first group that didn't practice, there was absolutely 0 improvement. The second group that was practicing every day had a 24% improvement. The third group that didn't touch the ball but was visualizing had a 23% improvement. So that to me is, it's like, wow. And, I even have heard, major athletes like Michael Jordan or, Tiger Woods and whatnot, they visualize a successful throw or hit or whatever before every time they go out and play. And, that in itself to me is like, there's a reason for visualization, right?
So one of the things that's really important is that when we do visualization, it doesn't happen like right at that moment. We don't like create the change at this particular moment in time, but the change that you want, right? It's a process, and you just keep engaging in it. So, I mean, it's a lot of fun, and it's a lot of persistence.
Mm-hmm.
And that's basically what it is. And you create it, you spend some time, it happens.
Yeah.
So don't forget that next week is when we're going to do our class, vision board class.
Next Thursday, the 21st. Yes.
6:30ish about time, Eastern time, Pacific time, about 3:30ish. We'll announce all the details. We hope that you join. We're just going to do this so that we can have some fun, you can have some fun, and hopefully create something worthwhile for each of our unique lives.
Absolutely. Have a great rest of your day.